It was going on, YouTube family. This your boy Beneficial, and I'm back with another video. This time I'd like to share some advice for all the new truckers out there. So do me a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, y'all. Let's get it. All right, so listen, y'all, we're going to get right to the point. This ain't going to be no long, drawn out video. I just want to give y'all something that would work for me during my time of trucking, and I feel like y'all be able to benefit from this as well. So tip number one, I want y'all to be mindful that these recruiters that be coming to the school, or even these recruiters that y'all be calling trying to contact about jobs, most times, man, these recruiters be lying. And I'm going to share an experience with y'all. So if y'all end up in a situation which is similar, y'all can be mindful and y'all can watch out for these type of things. So when I was fresh out of school, now it's time for me to get a job. So I'm on the phone with companies, talking to different recruiters. But prior to me doing trucking, I already had my own business set up and I was working. So I already was making a certain amount of money. So my thing is, if I'm gonna have to go over the road because I don't have no experience, I'm looking for a certain amount of money. So when I was in trucking school, I heard that if you ain't got no experience, you got to get a touch-free job. And a lot of the touch-free jobs that pay good money is all of the dollar jobs, meaning Dollar General, Family Dollar, or Dollar Tree. So off rip, I'm like, all right, cool. These are one of the companies that I'm trying to work for. So I can't remember exactly the company it was, but it was this one recruiter that I was talking to. Now, I was working a job, so I'm like, all right, listen, I got to let my job know that I'm leaving, put in a 2 weeks notice. And then the recruiters also have to find a date that you could come in for the orientation. So we agreed that they was going to book me a ticket. And after Thanksgiving, the last week of November, after Thanksgiving, they was going to fly me out because they had a position for the Dollar Tree job. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So contact my job. I put in the notice, let them know that I'm going to be leaving soon. But this is probably about 3-4 weeks out. So in the process of me getting ready to leave, these recruiters, they contact you weekly, make sure you're still coming. They don't want to do all that paperwork and then you end up backing out on them. So the recruiter contacted me. We talking every week. She's letting me know the information that I'm going to need to bring with me. So up until the last week, right when I'm getting ready to leave, right, they contact me to see if I'm still coming. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm still coming. The lady, she says, listen, the position that you was coming for, we don't have it no more, but I got something else for you. You'll be able to come back home every 2 weeks. Now, the position that we agreed on, I'm coming home every week. But she just saying it fast, like she talking real fast. Like 1 week and 2 weeks is not a big difference. Now, I got kids. I got 3 kids, so my thing is I want to be home on the weekends. But she just blew past that. Now I'm thinking like, yo, she probably didn't even have the position available. But these recruiters, they lie to you. These recruiters, they get paid for every driver that they bring on. So a lot of times they just try to get you in the door. And then once you get there, sometimes drivers will be like, you know what, man, I already came in. I might as well just rock with the company. So that's what they were trying to do. And that's tip number one, y'all. Be mindful that these recruiters be lying. They be talking all these numbers and all of that. That's why you got to watch these YouTube videos, other drivers that work for the company, and they can share some advice for y'all, experience and all of that. All right, so tip number 2, once you finally do find the company that you're going to work for, make sure that you do a thorough inspection on these trucks that they give you. A lot of companies, they say that, listen, the truck's not going to be no older than 2019 or 20, whatever year they say. You may be thinking, oh, all right, that's a pretty new truck. These trucks be having a lot of miles on them. When I first got my truck, it was a 2018 truck, and it already had 430,000 miles on it. So make sure you do a thorough inspection on the truck. Mark any damages, any cracks, anything. Make sure you check. This is the time where you're going to do the best inspection that you can possibly ever do. You know how back in school they teach you to do all that brakes and all that? That's when you got to do all of that for sure. But this is going to be your truck that you're going to have. This is the truck that you're going to be living in. This is a truck that you're going to be starting your career in. So you don't want to be in a rush just to take a truck so you could get started with making money. Then something end up happening. You got a breakdown, and now you can't make no money. I mean, they'll pay you for the breakdown pay, but you know what I mean? So just take your time. Don't be in a rush. Do a full inspection on your truck. Tip number 3, which is pretty much the obvious. It's common sense, but do not drive tired, y'all. I know this is something that we may think is so easy to avoid because we think, oh, all right, we tired, we just gonna pull over. And this is what I was saying as well. You know, when I first started trucking, a lot of people, they was kind of afraid for me because they know in the past I've had accidents where I was driving and I didn't fell asleep. But listen to what I'm saying, because you're gonna have them days where it's a Friday night, you finish your loads, and now you're trying to get home, and you do not want to pull over because you already know once you pull over, and you're gonna kill your time, and now you got to sleep there. Now you got to wait 10 hours before your clock restart before you can drive back home, and you know you're not gonna get home until the following day, Saturday. So you may find yourself trying to push it so you can get home. That's tip number 3, y'all. Do not drive tired. You do not want to chance that. Make sure you pull over, even if you got to take a 30-minute nap. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all, because you know how it is, man. You feel yourself, you feeling tired, and you try to roll down the window, turn the music up. You try to open up your eyes thinking that's going. Listen, when the body is tired, the body is going to shut down. The body has rights over you. If drinking coffee works for you until you can get to where you have to take that little nap, that's what's best. The only thing that can help when you're tired is taking a nap, y'all. So don't drive tired. Tip number 4, y'all. I know, like me, when I was in school, I heard that, listen, you're not going to be able to find a local job because you don't have no experience. This is a lie. There's a lot of companies out here that will hire you fresh out of school. You just have to be looking. You know, it may take a lot longer because you don't have no experience, but you can find a local job out there. So if you don't want to go on the road and do all of that 30 days with a trainer, you don't have to. But just keep in mind, right, that you don't have no experience. And when you're in trucking school, they don't teach you how to drive. They only teach you how to pass that test. You know, I actually had an opportunity to take a local job when I was fresh out of school. It was paying $25 an hour. It was from 5 to 5. And I'm pretty much just picking up loads 5 times a day, driving about 20 minutes away from where I live at. Now, for somebody who don't want to go over the road, they're like, yo, this is a no-brainer. For me, I knew for a fact that I did not have experience. The guy actually took me for a test drive. We riding on the highway, and I felt nervous. I didn't have that confidence. And I was like, nah, man, I gotta go over the road because I know once I go over the road that I'm gonna get the experience, and then I can possibly come back. You know, because when you over the road, the goal for them is to put you in different types of driving conditions so you can learn how to drive when you're on your own. When it's snowing, it's raining, it's windy, driving in the mountains, you know, through traffic, all these types of things you need to learn. Trucking school is not going to teach you that. So yeah, you can't find a local job when you're fresh out of school, but just keep in mind that you really don't know how to drive. Tip number 5, y'all, be mindful of these loads that we're picking up. And I'm saying that because you may not be mindful of your time. If somebody and your driving manager sends you a load, you may think you can just go and do it. Some of these driving managers, they don't know your time. They supposed to be checking up on your time to see if you have enough drive time to do it, but they're not gonna do that as well as you need to be doing that. And especially like when you fresh out of school, you just taking any old load. No, be mindful of the loads you take, even when you're doing your inspection on these trailers. Make sure you thoroughly checking these trailers. It was one situation with my coworker. He went to go pick up a trailer, and the back of the trailer was so low. It was like an inch away from the trailer tires. He contacted the driver manager. He said, "Yo, listen, I'm not taking this trailer." The manager was joking with him. He was like, "What? You scared?" Long story short, he ended up taking the trailer. This was on Friday when he was going home for the weekend. When he gets back on the road Sunday and try to take off, he couldn't even drive because the way that the load was loaded on the trailer, it was too much weight on the back. So it was hanging down on the tires, and that just prolonged the whole situation. They had to get drivers to bring empty trailers there so they can take some of the load off and switch it into the new trailer. Be mindful of these loads that y'all taking. And the last tip, which y'all should already know because I'm the fitness trucker. Listen, man, be mindful of how we're eating. You don't want to be them unhealthy truckers. You know, the type that they sacrifice their health for money. Listen, to me, that is the most backwards thing you can do. Because that statement where they say health is wealth, that is a real thing. That's just not a statement that sounds good. No. Because when you're on your deathbed, when you're about to die, or when you're sick, even when you just catch a regular common cold or whatever, the only thing you care about is getting better. So listen, these truck stops, they don't cater to our health. They cater to their pockets. That's why these granola bars and all this snacks, these joints be $4 or $5. Like, they don't care. Like, and that's not real health. You know, you go in there, you just grabbing chicken wings and French fries and burgers, just trying to find something that you can get real quick because you're hungry. Listen, we have to meal prep. Meal prepping, not only is it the healthiest way to live on the road, but this is the way that you can save money. You know, becoming a trucker to make money so you can just spend it on food out there, that's backwards. You know, even though when we come home on the weekend, we don't have much time to meal prep. Even if you don't meal prep, even if you are going to eat unhealthy and buy snacks, buy your own snacks from Walmart, or go to these ShopRites or supermarkets where you can buy your own food so you don't got to spend it at these truck stops. But these truck stops is going to kill your pockets. That's going to become a bill. Trust me, when I was over the road doing my 4 weeks with my trainer, and I couldn't meal prep because I was flying from home to the orientation. Then from orientation, that's when you go with your trainer. You can't bring food then. So I had to go inside these loves, these pilots, and buy food. Buying granola bars and chips. Oh man, you're gonna blow through your money, man. So listen, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I could have went more, but I don't want to have this video too long. You know, a lot of our attention span, we don't want to sit here watch no long videos. So I pretty much just gave y'all the main things, especially when you fresh out of school. These are the main things. Now, once you get more experience, you start to learn these recruiters be lying. You start to learn, all right, cool, I got a meal prep, I gotta do that. Nah. I mean, you start to learn that later. So this is a video that can help y'all right now, from where you at right now, y'all. So like and subscribe to the video. Share this with any other truck drivers that you know, or somebody that may be getting a CDL. And let's keep on sharing the knowledge with each other, man. Let's get it, y'all.